Hello and welcome to Fucking Reality Queens. I'm Amelia.
And I'm Sarah.
And it's bullshit day.
Or maybe it's a day of recaps.
So grab whatever your vice is and let's get the show started. It's Tuesday and we are not going to BS today. We are going to be straightforward and make up for what we fucking lacked last Friday. Take it away, girl.
Make it up for lost time. I tell you what, I am going to bullshit just a little bit. We had a very rough end of the week last week. For both of us to fall sick the way that we did, that severe. I don't know if it's ever happened between the two of us. One of us will get sick and then the other one, but for both of us literally to fall ill the way that we did was
the fact that we both were
bizarre.
Contacting each other right within the same moments going, hey, can we just, and you're like, me too. I'm like, we're both in tears. Like,
yeah, it was bad.
I had a epic migraine. Like I get migraines from time to time, but this one was like one of those ones that has me in the bathroom sick. Right. It was just horrible.
Well, and I don't get migraines, and I did have a migraine, and so I'm a big baby about it. I'll just be honest. I am a huge baby because it's not something that I normally deal with, and I have the utmost sympathy, empathy, respect, whatever for people that deal with migraines on the regular, because I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could go through life knowing that could happen periodically, much less often. You know, and I know live like that.
Some of the medications that they give me for like the migraine, I now can't have because of post-surgery.
Oh God.
So I can't even, and then even I can't do, I can only do Tylenol for that matter. And you might as well be pissing in the wind.
Yeah, that's not going to help. That's not going to help.
Stuff. So there's a lot because of my liver. I can't, you know. And yes, people, I have cirrhosis of the liver, but it is non-alcoholic. Shockingly.
I know, right? I know. Yep.
No, yep. I'm not a big drinker like that, but it, because I hadn't drank. Yeah. It had me sick, just so fucking sick. And so I felt bad. I was like, what is it with the universe? Because it seemed like for the last couple months, we have had one thing or another happen where one of us had to be out, and it was like, okay, you know, until you and I find the right person that really clicks with us, that can be our stand-in for one of us.
Yeah.
You know, we're just going to have to occasionally pull out of the vaults, which is not a bad thing to kind of walk down memory lane. Because
absolutely,
I know some of our new listeners may not have gone back and actually started at the beginning listening to our stuff. And so for some people, it's fresh and new. So it's not really a vault thing.
A vault to us, maybe not to them. Yeah,
maybe
that was
not
and then
them.
for us to just now be getting kind of back in the swing of things. I mean, it was still a little struggle bus just for us to be here today, but we're here.
Yeah, I'm still not feeling great today. I'm like, I'm on the up. I'm like the downhill part of it, I guess, but the coming back up from and starting to feel a bit better. But it's like I am now just having like mild headache. I'm having headaches instead of migraines. So I know I've got to get into the optometrist. I know because I'm getting old and I'm starting to, you know, have to need reading glasses. Well, I think my reading glass and staring at these computers.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Doing all this work is like killing, you know, my head. So. And my eyes.
Horrible. Well, on all of that, after all of that, I want to just jump right in. We're going to switch things up, obviously, this week. We're going to do recap today, probably recap tomorrow. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I only have one really, probably only have like one bullshit session this week if, you know, all goes well.
Right. Yeah, exactly. If all goes well. If all goes well. And normally we would cover, a couple things aside from Vanderpump, but since we are finally getting around to covering the Vanderpump reunion, that's all we're going to cover today. And
because we are going to have
coming when we haven't nailed down which ones yet. So this will kind of give us some room to breathe.
And we've got Vanderpump to do twice this week because I am not. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It may end up being like literally like 3 recaps and 1 BS this week. So.
Yep.
Because I don't want to miss out on that because oh my fucking God.
Oh my gosh.
first off, let me say, I absolutely love James and Lala together at the reunion. Mm-hmm. I know that you probably have it planned out which topic we're going to start with, but I just wanted to fucking just shout out to Lala and James because you all completely made it like epically awesome. I was just laughing. So extra. So fun. Lala and her shooting it like it is, and James and he's just so fucking extra. And he's so extra.
We all know, yes, it's childish, it's immature, and it's fucking
I don't care.
Get over it. Like, it is hilarious.
Have no life.
It is so good. I need it. I'll tell you what, from bed, I have been trying to at least sort of half-ass keep up with Twitter, at least seeing what is going on in the Twitter sphere. And I have actually spent my weekend, when I have enough energy to do anything, defending Lala. I can't tell you how many tweets I have seen that I have gone in and had to defend our girl, because I do not like it when people talk shit about her.
I haven't been on Twitter at all lately because I've just been so sick, and also dealing with the end of the school year. You know, I had to wrap up a lot of stuff to get our summer going. And where now I'll have more freedom and I can get back on social media and do all of that. But I've been missing it. And who the fuck is going up on Lala?
There are a lot of people that just think she's extra, or she's like entitled. I see that word a lot, entitled, hard, she ain't hard, stuff like that. And I'm like, or she's only popular because of, Vanderpump Rules and Lisa Vanderpump or Randall. And I'm like, yeah, duh. Don't you think she knows that? Do you think Lauren from Utah thinks that she would be Lala from VPR without VPR? Like, are you stupid? Really? I mean, do you really think that?
Okay. And these people getting on and ranting like that, are you not somebody trying to get some damn attention? I'm sorry.
That's how I look at it.
I sometimes get irritated when people start going off like that, and being like that and be like, oh, that person wouldn't be shit if it wasn't. I'm like, you're just trying to draw attention to you.
Exactly. And they know. Those people generally know. Maybe not everybody, but by and large, I think people know. Well, and the one that really pisses me off more than anything, is when they say something about her only being something because of Randall. Randall got on her coattails because no one knew who the fuck Randall Emmett was until her. Most people didn't even know who he was as a producer. But
I didn't.
No, me either. I didn't know who. I had never heard of him. I had never heard of him. And if he had been in line behind me at the grocery store prior to his involvement with Lala, I would have never known who he is. People outside of Hollywood would have never known who he is. He grabbed onto her and her fame and her notoriety. Not the other way around. People don't get it twisted. And he will absolutely.
I don't even. Even with him jumping on her coattails and riding him. First off, I didn't like him to begin with. I had a creepy ass vibe about that motherfucker from the get-go. And the other thing is because of that, I don't have any fucking earthly clue as to what productions he's been on.
There's very few that you would actually recognize.
Yeah, you don't have to give me the name. You can text me because I don't want to give that man any clap. No. So,
and when people say she used his money, he continuously comes on and says, I did not fund her projects. She has built this on her own. So fuck you people. Anybody's like, well, she was giving blowjobs for Range Rovers. She was 25 years old. Let her. Like,
I bet you were doing blowjobs for a fucking shot.
Right, exactly.
A bar. Whatever.
Right. Yeah. It just pisses me off. So anyway, yeah. When it comes to that girl, I will defend her to the ends of the fucking earth because I think she's amazing. I'm a fan.
Oh, I do too.
I think she's a good mom. I think she's a good entrepreneur. She puts on a good show with her podcast. She puts on a great show with TV. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
Fuck them all. And honestly, I would watch a spinoff with just her and James. I think that would be fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
Following him around to his DJ gigs and shit.
Lala and James takes the world as they go on like a epic fucking summer vacation of hopping from country to country.
Oh, that would be so fun.
I think it'd be like epically awesome.
That would be so much fun. I love it. All right. Well, let's get into the episode. Let's get into the reunion. Oh my gosh. Just like the finale, man, they didn't waste any fucking time. They did not waste any time.
I was a girl. That's why I was like, you need to get on. Cause I luckily got to start it before you. And I shot you that. I was like, girl, it's right out the gate. And you're like, I'm getting on now.
Yeah. It was
because you were already getting on, but I gotten to start. And, and I mean, it was like, oh my God, did you? Nope. Hold on. I have to pause it for a second. I might be like a couple commercials behind, but
so okay. We've already talked about Lala and how we feel about her. Do you feel like she was right in having such a big reaction towards Lisa?
Oh, no, I don't. See, like, I like Lisa a lot. And I think that was like a hair bit disrespectful. Mm-hmm. And so here is the thing. So this is where I start showing my age, even though I'm not that old, or at least the way I was raised. I view Lisa as my elder, and I don't mean that as like she's old.
Right. No,
but
right.
Out of respect, you just don't come at a person like that. And I've never seen I've never seen Lisa go after anybody.
Right. Oh, well, she has. She does. If you had seen like Beverly Hills and things like that, like you would know her personality a little bit better. But go ahead.
But what I'm saying though is like from what I viewed, I don't see her as being like, I see her business aggressive, but I don't see her on a social aggressive, like outsider being catty and crass and all of that. So I don't know. I mean, I think Lisa's really the person who's stuck in the middle because these are all her babies.
Yeah.
Basically. And she is, and much like any parent in a sense, like she's kind of like a surrogate parent. You can't really pick sides. You, of course, take the opportunities to tell each child of yours or, adopted child or whatever, hey, that's not the wisest thing to do. That wasn't the smartest choice. You try to guide them, but, you love them nonetheless. And so I don't know. I didn't think she deserved it.
I agree. I agree. I do think that she was a little too harsh on her, a little too triggered. Now, I can tell you, Lisa can and is the catty, crass person at times.
Okay.
But
I haven't viewed it.
That being said, she definitely did not deserve. Like when Lala said, I don't accept your opinion or whatever it was that she said, like that to me was over the top. Lisa, that's my opinion.
Accept her help, I don't business wise, don't you?
Right. Yes, exactly.
Whether it's advice, it's advice or if there was ever any financial backing, I don't know.
Right.
But
I definitely that part to me was too much. Although I do on the flip side understand Lala's use of the word dangerous. Lisa saying, "Oh, no, that's too far," and it's like she. I don't think she meant dangerous like he's going to come in and hack you up and kill you. She meant he's dangerous in you don't know what he's capable of. If he's capable of doing these things to you emotionally, financially, whatever. What else is he capable? Is he capable? I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't put a finite answer on what's too far with someone like him. So I also understood her point of view there. Like I could defend that, and I can defend the fact that Lisa does have a tendency to stick up for the boys more than she does the girls. She holds the women to a higher standard, and she absolutely 100% does. She holds the women to a higher standard than she does the men. She's kind of like, men are dogs, expect it. Women, rise above it.
She expects more out of the women. She wants you to be a little bit more, I guess. Yeah. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't think of the words.
A little more. Just a little more.
Just a little bit more than the men. So,
oh my goodness.
I get that.
Oh God. All right. So, there's just so much. I just don't even know where. One of the things that kind of got me was when Andy was asking Tom, like, what were you thinking when you see your girlfriend and your mistress out there, in the audience, like sitting together? Like, does it get you off? And Tom's like, oh no. No, God, no, whatever.
Whatever, dude. You know damn good and well that your ass is sitting there going, yep, I'm fucking you and I'm fucking you. Because she pointed out that they were still having sex, being intimate. This was not, he tried portraying that like, oh, I was pushed. It's almost like he acts like he was pushed into fucking infidelity because it was being withheld at home, when she's like, no, we were very much still sexually active, and he still fucking went and did this. So I'm sure he got his fucking jollies.
Oh, I'm sure it had to have. I mean, there's too much work involved for you not to be getting something out of it. Like you're getting your rocks off, so to speak, one way or the other. He just, everything about him, God, everything about him just pisses me off. Makes me crazy.
You're like, I'm 50 Shades of pissed.
Yep. So, they asked Ariana how long it took for her to talk to Raquel or whatever. And, the fact that she's like, took a couple of days and was so indifferent. I would have thought at least to Ariana, she would have had something to say, like at least show some sort of sympathy or remorse, but she didn't. I worry. I mean, it worries me as to this girl's actual, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Emotional well-being?
Yes, emotional well-being. Yeah, her, mental health. And I hate putting a diagnosis on, everybody or everything, but I think there's one needed here. I think she needs help. Yeah. Like that's not normal to not have any sort of, sympathy or empathy. It gets me. Oh, can we back up for just 1 second and talk about Ariana's dress?
Oh my God. Was that not the most fucking amazing in your face, fuck you, this is what you lost dress?
Yes. Oh my God. She looks so good. She is so pretty. Like, I mean, I've always thought she was a pretty girl, but man, her dropping that dude has done her well. Done her well. Yeah. She looks so fucking good.
She looked good. I love that dress, but I was sitting there like, wonder how much tit tape, because that's what I call the boob tape. I call it tit tape.
Yep.
Did it take to keep everything right where it needs to be for that just strap that goes across her boobs?
It's gotta have just like a really good tape strip of double-sided duct tape just right there, because that was a very small strip.
Yes. But it was nice. And I mean, like, I don't think she has, well, she may have fake boobs, but they don't really look fake. If they are fake, she paid some hella good money for them to look real.
They're not big. I mean, she's pretty.
I'd like a breast reduction personally. So I'm always checking out people's boobs. I'm not going to lie. I'm always like thinking like, oh, okay. Well, I like yours. I like yours on me.
I've said that many times. I notice boobs. I think I may have been one of the first people to notice the AT&T girls' boobs, because first commercial out the gate, I'm like, whoa, holy crap, those are amazing. Those are freaking amazing.
Those are the best titties I've seen. Anyway, and Lala and fucking Adriana has like some nice boobage going. So
yep. Did you happen to watch at any point, like I don't know if you went back and rewatched but saw the reunion on Peacock? Because Peacock did an unedited version. Or
no, but I will as soon as we get off of here. I'll go rewatch it.
It's good. There was a part there where Andy asked Schwartz if you were silent or silenced, and he says both. So I can't wait to get more on that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. You look like you were going to say something. What you got?
Whoa, no. I was going to say, so I don't know if I blinked out or it was one of the moments that the kids were yelling. What was a paper got served? Did it happen on this episode, or is it going to show on the next?
Next. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on down.
I'm wondering what the fuck that is.
Well, I know that. Okay. So they filmed on March the 23rd, and it may have been the notice of the thing being dropped. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. I could have told you. Yeah, it was either her being, I think she already knew though that she had been served at this point.
Yeah.
So it may have been the thing saying that they were going to drop it. I don't quote me. I don't remember.
That they're dropping the restraining order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, but like I said, could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong.
I just know that on the previews, it looked like she was crying and looking shocked. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Right. What did we miss?
What did I miss?
So like, I was thinking, I was like, I don't remember which side of it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Andy had asked who caused the divide in the relationship. And he said, it was basically because they weren't spending time, with one another. And Ariana's like, because you're off fucking other people. Dude, this happens so often. I know, honestly, like this happens so fucking often though. These guys are like, you never hang out with me. You never do this. You never do that. But then you find out it's because those motherfuckers are not around. They're out diddling whoever. And then they're going, I don't ever see you.
Yeah. Well, that is a huge thing that is like the end all of a lot of relationships, period, in life. I can speak firsthand because my ex-husband, some of the things that were ultimately the big problem within our relationship was he was so involved in that his hobbies, his two different hobbies, his fighting hobby and his little playing with the orcs and all 40K or whatever. It's like he was nerding it. Anyway, he was so involved in those, he was rarely home.
Right.
He was rarely home.
Yep.
And then it was, bitching about time. And it's like, well, dude, I've been here the whole fucking time. Where the fuck have you been?
Exactly.
And then you bitch about if, why are you distant from me? Why are you? I don't know, because I don't know you anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true. So, I mean, that seems to be the way it goes more often than not. Usually the one that is out cheating is the one that is bitching about not spending time. Like that's their excuse, but yet they're the ones bringing it on. Makes me so mad. I mean, that one gets under my skin. That one and the lies that they have to tell the one they're cheating with to get them to cheat with, to be the cheat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those two things are at the top of my list of things that just an ultimate worst betrayal. Awful, awful, awful. All right. The part where James is like asking Tom, they're talking about him being like a brother. They're being like brothers. That whole exchange pissed me the fuck off.
That one made me mad because I thought they were close. I thought James and Tom were close. Fucking Ego Tom and him were close. And Ego Tom's acting like, dude, we're barely friends. That's what he acts like. No, I'm sorry. I saw that motherfucker. You were running around writing check after check, exactly like what somebody pointed out. Writing check after check to help cover the grand proposal for the girl that he ended up fucking.
Right.
So makes me question, really makes me question. When did this really start? Or at least on his end. Did he already have, did Ego Tom already start some kind of mental affair in his head before then? Even if she wasn't involved, how long did he, because people don't just fucking go and do shit like that,
Nope.
And I'm sure he probably had this, really, he was already noticing her or attracted to her, had some kind of fantasy of an affair going on in his head. And this was a way to do special, make a big event and thing about her.
Yeah.
So it just makes me question.
Me too. Well, and to look good in her eyes, to maybe, if they ever broke up, already plant the seed, like he was trying to plant the seed. And I'm sure he probably was the same one at times that was pointing out bad shit James was doing, being a good friend and being a confidant. The ease in which he dismisses people that are close to him, people that seemingly meant something to him or who he means something to.
I think he needs to be in the mental. I can't wordage today. I think he needs to be in a mental institution. I think he truly needs some deep therapy.
I agree.
Because I think Ego Tom is not right in the head, period.
Yeah.
This isn't even about the fact that he cheated. I mean, people cheat
Sure.
all over the place. But his reactions to things and his I don't know, the way he moves, the way he talks, the way his eyes shift like everywhere, and it's like, dude, you got some kind of real mental things going on in your head. That makes me go, ooh, are you really a safe person? Just like, they're saying who's dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I agree.
I do too.
I mean, like, he's the one that's gonna snap and like kill somebody and be like, I don't know why I did it.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even remember doing it. Polish. It made me do it.
Yeah, he would. I mean, really, what I would love to see, and I don't know, I haven't checked to see if this is out there, but if it's not, I'm going to put it out to the universe. I would like to see it. I would like to see a duo done of a psychologist or psychiatrist watching the episode and doing almost like a people's couch and talking us through what they see. That would be fascinating.
What the body language is saying of each person, for that matter. I would like to have a lie detector, human lie detector, also sitting there watching. Going, they're full of shit, and they're full of shit. Did you see how they twitched that little finger like that, or whatever? And that's a sign of not being exactly honest.
You're not being honest, and so then it gets explosive. And I tell you what, I don't blame James again for getting explosive. I think I would probably wanted to jump up and kick his fucking ass too if he was speaking to me like that, like being so dismissive of somebody that I deeply cared about, somebody I thought cared about me, and then to come to find out in front of the world, because so many people are watching right now that I meant shit to you. Like, and even the fact that James said, "Do you remember who I am?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're James fucking Kennedy." Like, that right there is like, yeah, I know exactly who you are. You mean something to me. That, calling you by that name means something. And then to immediately come back and retract it the way that he did. Dude, we only talk like once or twice a month. Like, it's not like we were that close. Motherfucker, you are a worm with a mustache. You're worse than a worm with a mustache.
I know. I was laughing at some of the fucking names.
Quote.
I mean, I was like so all about James and Lala and the shit flinging.
You're so good. So good.
I'm at the zoo and there's poo being flung. I love it.
I love it. Yeah. To quote Grease, he's smaller than amoeba on a rat, or what, on a flea on a rat. Like, that's
yes.
Lower than an amoeba on a flea on a rat. Oh, cracks me up.
Sorry if you hear me crunching over here.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm like addicted to these. I'm doing the Chester Cheetah ones, but they're like the Andes hot fries.
Oh, yep.
I love these pictures. Anyway, go on.
I know. I got it.
Sorry, everybody.
I haven't eaten yesterday. I'm very hungry.
I forgot to take the pill, so I have to put something in me.
I was laughing when he said something about, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and Tom, little Tom's like, "Am I Tweedledee?"
He's such a little kid.
Yeah, such a little kid.
He's such a little kid. Like,
fucking cracks me up.
Look at me. Who am I? Do I get to be the big buffalo? Do I get to be the big bear?
I'll tell you what, though. Somebody had pointed out, and I feel like the thought came through my mind, like came and left, but then someone else on Twitter pointed it out again, and when they did, it stuck. He is like classic serial killer. He is like classic Bundy. The charm, the, willingness to lie for other, like everything about him really is like classic fucking serial killer. And I had never thought about it until she said it. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And let me see if I can find her, because I want to give her a shout out for that thought, because I had not thought about it that way. And it really does make a big difference. Okay. It's Rachel, but not that Rachel. She's the one that said it, and on Twitter, and that is it. Like, that is it. Now I can't see him any other way. Like, now I'm looking at him as potentially somebody that could hack you up and have you in their closet.
Somebody needs to make a mugshot.
Oh, that would be good.
Like a mugshot. I don't know. Why don't you get his picture and you do it for our cover?
Right. Right. Well, and then, so speaking of him, he's asked, like, when did you find out about this? And he's like, I don't know, like August. And the other Ego Tom's like, August? No, like they did not have their fucking story straight. I think Tom Schwartz really wanted to come in and like set the record straight and just let it all out. Yeah, be honest. And whatever, let the chips fall how they may, but at least have it off of his chest, because he's been carrying around a huge fucking weight for his friend for a very long time. I don't blame him. I would want to too. I would be like, at this point, everybody knows pretty much everything anyway. Why do the details matter? Except for the fact that I'm having to hold them in and carry them. I can empty that bucket, keep on moving on.
Yeah, and if he's ever wanted to try to establish any kind of relationship with anybody in the group again, he's going to have to come forward and be like, yes, I knew this and this and this, and I was wrong for not divulging or doing what I could to put a stop to it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's going to take time, but I'm like, if you don't start the healing process, you can never heal.
Right. Yep.
Part of the healing process is being honest.
Exactly. Well, and Tom was asked, Ego Tom was asked, what is different in this scenario? Like you're saying that this started because of problems in the relationship, a breakdown in the relationship. And what is different here than Miami Girl? Because, you obviously cheated before with Miami Girl.
I want to know who the other person is.
I know. Well, so Ariana did a podcast with Call Her Daddy with Alex Cooper. And I did listen to it. It's very long, but it's really good. And there were a few things in that came out that we haven't heard in other areas,
So what was it?
She said that she has spoken to Billy Lee and she does not believe that it was Billy Lee.
Okay.
So we can put that one to bed. However, she also told us that there was someone who had contacted her a while back and told her that her friend had hooked up with Tom in San Diego or San Francisco, one of the Sands. And of course, he denied it. And she completely believed him and dismissed her. Maybe not completely, but
Now she's probably rethinking it.
Yep. Now she's rethinking it. So, chances are, when you're in a band like that, especially if he travels, there's probably more than you can count on your hands and feet.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that.
Take it from us. We have dated enough men in bands.
Yep.
Been part of that scene. Yep. Been there. Done that scene, the groupies.
And it happens. The thing of it is, it happens so fast, especially with that, like with just sexual cheating. If it's purely sexual cheating and not like he had going on with Raquel, it takes 5 minutes in a bathroom for a blowjob. It is so easy for it to happen in just a matter of minutes, time after time after time after time. And of course, the more they do it, the easier it gets. The easier it gets.
Oh, yeah. And especially once they do it like the first couple times, when they get past their moral compass.
Right.
And then it's like, the minute I go on road, the deflector shields, for my remorse and everything come up, and I'm just, pew, 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 pew.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Let's see. Andy had asked Sheena asked the group, was anyone hopeful that, these guys would... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was something else. Sorry. I went whole nother thought.
I'm like,
whole nother thought process.
Sorry. Wait, what? Huh?
Nope. It's actually about Tom and Katie. That was the only thing that we really hit on in this reunion, outside of the scandal, was they did talk a little bit about Tom and Katie's breakup. And one of them was asked if anyone in the group was hopeful that, that they would stay together. And I was thinking about that for myself, because when I first heard about their divorce, I was pretty upset, for them. I was like, man, they've been together all this time. They dated for years and years. They finally go ahead and pull the trigger and get married. And then that marriage only lasts a few years. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, why go ahead and get married? You could have just stayed the way that you were if it was, rocky. But now the more that I see of Schwartz, the more now that she's not there to protect him, because I will say, I'm a firm believer that when you are married to somebody that is not so great and you see it, but you don't want everybody else to see it because it makes them look bad,
like
and
a
it makes
fool.
you look bad. Exactly. Yes.
Makes you look like an idiot forever loving or being with. They're like, what the fuck? Where were you?
That's it. That is 100%
How could you be so stupid?
So now that she's not there running interference for him, I feel like we are seeing truly who he is. You know, she's not there to run block. She's not there to kind of divert the attention or, you know, whatever. So I'm glad that they're not. Like, I would have, my opinion would be that I'm glad that they're not. I don't have any hopes that they would get back together. I think she can do much better and he needs much different. Very, very much different. He needs
another immature person so they can sit there and go to McDonald's and play on the playground and have their happy meals together.
And hang out with, you know, the other Tom and go hang gliding and do mushrooms and stuff. Well, and that was something else that Ariana talked about in the Call Her Daddy podcast. She's like, you know, that whole thing is just bullshit, basically, because we've gone hang gliding, we've done mushrooms, we've watched the sunset or the sunrise. Like, I don't know what the fuck, why he's bringing up those things.
Like,
those, you know, it's not like we didn't do those things. We specifically did those things.
There's a lot of shit that, like, he straight up still tried to portray, like, oh, this, and you know, you could just see the look on her face. I think might be partially why she just stopped talking.
Yeah.
About and responding is like, you're just going to still sit there and act like a fucking fool and lie out your teeth, and why indulge?
Right. Exactly.
Why just sit here and shake my head no, roll my eyes, because that's probably what I would end up doing.
Yeah.
Because I would get to the point where I'd be like tired. She's probably fucking tired, exhausted.
Yes.
Exhausted with dealing with this, defending anything that she has to defend because of his lies. You know, she's spending so much time having to set records straight and stuff while he tried to portray her as being this, you know, cold, you know, non-involved woman that left him vulnerable and lonely and and just needing, his needs weren't met, and he just blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, dude. You know what? 90% of the time it's a woman that's left that way. I'm sorry, guys, you can hate me out there, but it really is the truth.
Yep.
It really is the truth.
I agree. It is the truth.
90% of the time it is a woman that's left feeling lonely and everything else.
Yep. We're just,
so don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a thought, but I don't have a thought. I really don't have a thought.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Just thinking, but not thinking.
Right. Exactly. When Andy asked Tom, you know, was it worth it? And he's like, yes, but I regret how I allowed it to become all consuming. And Ariana's like, it's not like you were doing brain surgery or curing cancer or putting people on the fucking moon. Like,
I know.
You weren't doing any of those things. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh, hell yeah, Ariana, you get him. You fucking get him.
Him and his, you know, not regretting it. It's like, really, man?
Yeah. Right.
You really don't, because you ruined your business.
Yep.
You ruined your friendship with a ton of people. And all for what?
Right.
I mean, unless she is pregnant, you know, I know that there's been speculation out there that Raquel's pregnant.
Yeah. That has pretty much been kiboshed from what I could tell.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much. Kind of the big topic over the weekend that I've seen is everybody trying to figure out what the big revelation is and, you know, what's going to change it all. And what I came up with, my thought is that the reason they're, you know, not doing contracts or renegotiating contracts, I think since this has all come out, that maybe they have decided to do a new VPR with an all new cast out of Vegas. And we're going to surround like Oliver and Sheena 2.0 and the cast or the employees in Vegas, and then make an entirely new show that's no longer under the Vanderpump name with all of the kids that have aged out. All of the
okay.
So that's kind of my idea. That's where I'm going with it. That's what I think is going to be the reveal. It may not have anything to do with that, but if it's show related, that's what I think. And if they did that, would I watch? 100% I would. Because I think Lisa is good at picking which one of her employees would make for good TV. I think she's able to, obviously. I mean, she pulled VPR together and look at it. It's lasted a decade.
Well, I think it'd be smart to take like you're saying, like spinoffs, so like Lala and James, and just take some of these. I wouldn't see, I can't even fucking talk. Renegotiate any contracts either, because I'd be like, okay, we have hit the climax with this one. We can't do anymore. Yep. So it would be smart to do like a 2.0 version out of Vegas, and it would be smart to take these cast members and like follow them, like even follow Lala, Katie, and Adriana, Ariana. Why am I calling Ariana? Sorry. Oh, hey, there's one of my kids. Sorry, I have the thing off, but it like, my kids can push through. Anyway, why am I not getting games? See, I cannot fucking.
See, it's because we've been gone for too long.
We've been gone for too long. I've had a headache. My headache's actually, my head's starting to hurt right now, so it's making a little bit trouble to focus and talk right. But anyway, do something following the girls in the sandwich shop, or just whatever, just the girls.
Yeah, the girls.
All the girls.
Primarily the girls. Yeah, I would love that.
The Golden Girls.
I would love to see, Katie's now dating relationship, Ariana's now dating relationship. I mean, all of them are single now. We're back to, we've come full circle, and we've seen them, drunk and single in their 20s. Now let's see how they navigate being adult and single in their 30s. I'm here for it. Yeah. I would watch it because it's really, becomes more almost Housewives-esque at this point. If you frame it more like that, more like Housewives, then I think it would go. I absolutely think it would go. I think it would be a hit. I don't know if they would necessarily get another decade out of it, but I think they can get a few seasons. I definitely think they could at least get a few seasons.
Get something.
I did like that they touched on Sheena and Lala's friendship a little bit, because these two have not had the best go of it when it comes to, them being friends over the years. Lala has definitely given Sheena a lot of shit. And I'm glad that as mothers that has brought them together.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't see it either because you haven't been on social media, which is crazy that I'm the one that is seeing anything.
Yeah. The person who hates social media. I'm telling you. I've just been ending the school year, so I literally I put down, other than watching our shows for us to do our podcasting, I legit disconnected myself from. The only thing I would do is quickly put out a quick TikTok, just because I wanted to keep my TikTok flowing.
Yeah,
because I'm starting to grow that one, but I'm that was it. I don't know what's going on Facebook. I don't know what's going on Twitter. I don't know what's going on Snapchat or.
I don't think I've ever opened Snapchat. I couldn't tell you. I said, I don't think I've ever opened Snapchat. I couldn't tell you. Well, I'll tell you about it. I did open it once, but.
I don't know what's going on I don't know what's going on Instagram. I literally, I made the decision to shut everything off. Not shut it off, but just take a time out from it so I could focus on the boys. So then I could spend the summer focusing on this.
I'm never on it. So I picked up
at least. What did I miss?
There was they had done a Hot Wheels event. And so Summer, Moon, and Ocean were together in front of a step and repeat board. And it was so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Those little girls are adorable. I mean, fucking adorable. I hope that they nothing jades them. I mean, Lala and Sheena are both great mamas. I think they're going to do everything they can, to protect them from the bullshit. But both of those girls could end up being like the next Gigi and Bella Hadid. Like, these little girls are so fucking cute. They are so cute. I mean, just in looks, I don't know if their mamas would want them to get out and, be models or whatever, but they are fucking adorable. I liked it when they asked Sheena, do you regret not making, Lala a bridesmaid? And, she's like, basically like, not in that moment. Yes, but not in that moment. Lala's like, I wouldn't have done it. No.
I know.
No.
That shit cracks me up.
You can regret it, but no, I don't want any fucking part. I don't want any part of it.
Nope.
And then they asked Sheena also if she regretted, pushing Schwartz to make out with Raquel. Well, fucking of course she did. Like, why would she not?
She's regretting a lot of things, I'm sure. Because
she said so much.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
She just, no, I was going to say, she just, there's a lot of people that will be busy with home life and everything else. And the only outside things that they get may be minimal because of a new baby and trying to get married and everything else. And when you only have a few people in your ear, you're going to, of course, take that. Yeah. And so I'm sure she has a lot of regrets because I'm sure she's probably like, anything she said and done was all influenced by the few people that were pecking right in her ear during a time that she was disengaged with the outside world a whole lot because she was so busy with her home life.
Exactly.
And, I'm sure in retrospect, she's probably like, fuck, I should have really been calling other people and going, hey, yo, fill me in. I know I'm not out and about and around. I'm not hitting all the events and everything. What's going on? Yeah. Because I need to know what's what. So I have my facts straight.
Yeah. Agreed. So,
I think she's a victim of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and she said that she was, kind of blinded by Raquel because of the position that Raquel had been put in. Everybody kind of coming at her and, treating her dumb and, being the low man on the totem pole and the outcast. And Sheena has been in her position. So I understand like why she was so protective of her because she saw a lot of herself in the earlier season. She saw a lot of what Raquel was going through. Problem is Raquel is a fucking psychopath and you are not.
God, she is. It's like, I think she's like lacking in intelligence, but on the same hand, very good at manipulating. So it's like, how can you be both? I don't know, but she's managed to master the art of being lay dumbass along with lay manipulator. So.
Did you like pay any attention to her body language whenever they would show clips of her back watching the reunion from the trailer?
Yeah.
She was, I mean, to me, she reminded me again of like a 13-year-old that should have had her popcorn, Like,
I know, watching her sit there watch and she's like,
yeah, she,
mouth hanging open,
she looked like excited and enamored. Rather than looking fucking terrified, she looked like she was, I don't know, excited about it or something. It was again weird. Like
I would have been like, I really don't want to watch myself.
No, I think I would have had just this look of like, I don't know how I'm gonna step foot out there. Like, how the fuck am I gonna muster up the strength to, face these fucking people? I just don't. I couldn't do it. I absolutely could not do it. So kind of going back a little bit, do you think that talking about her and Schwartz, do you think that Schwartz and it's not the same topic, but kind of, do you think Schwartz and Joe and Tom and Raquel were going on double dates?
I do. I do too.
I think there's so much, like we talked about before, so much more with Schwartz and his involvement with this, probably even more than he realized at the time. He probably got so caught up.
He's a dumbass. I think he's a dumbass and clueless. And so I really think like he's the type of guy that ends up in prison because he was in the backseat passed out.
Yes.
When somebody decided to rob the liquor store or the whatever. That's what he is.
Yeah. Or be the driver and not even realize that that's what
like,
he was
where
driving.
Where are we going, dude? I need to go in and get a soda and a pack of cigs. Okay, I'll be right out here. And then the guy comes around, go, go, go. Yeah, that would be him. That's totally.
Like, what are we doing?
Be like, what are we doing? Is it a beer run?
Oh my God. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. He's just, I don't know. Well, I'm real curious to see what's going to happen, once there's still so much more to come on this reunion that I can't wait. I can't stinking wait.
I know. I'm excited. I'm pumped and ready. Sorry, you hear me put pills away. I told you I need to take some medicine. Yeah, I am like, I'm ready to see what's next. And so it's like, and where are we going to go from here?
Right. Yeah. Where are we going to go from here? Exactly. Where does all this end up, in the end? I'm very excited to hear that the girls have gotten the funding for something about her through selling merch. That is
doing the merch thing. Girl, I'm telling you what, we need to get on the merch wagon.
I know, we really do. I actually I have a connect now, somebody that I met over Twitter that lives right down the street from Pump. I want to find out how far that is from something about her and see if I can get them to find out for us if it's open.
Yes.
Or when it opens. So I will do that. I'll send them a message as soon as we get off here and see if they can.
I can see about sending my brother to hunt it down because you got to remember he's in LA.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if these people live right there, then it'll be easy. They won't have to go outside of their, if I don't know where all that stuff's located. But something I saw a lot on the internet though is people again giving our girl Lala, well, all of them except Ariana, a hard time about getting financial gain out of this, selling merch, like the send it to Daryl merch or whatever. Why would you care?
Don't tell me if you had the opportunity to make some money that might help you financially either live a better life or give something to somebody you love or just get ahead in life. Don't tell me you wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
Because if you're going to say you wouldn't, I call bullshit, people.
Yeah. I think you're either dumb or a liar.
Bullshit.
One of the two. Bullshit. Well, and a lot of what I've seen is like, that's just terrible to be making money off what, Ariana's paying. If Ariana cared, she would have said something. She would have been like, you know what, that's not cool. But she didn't. She gave Lala the absolute green light to drag them, monetize after them, whatever she fucking needed to do. She did not care. So if the one going through it, the one that's having the pain doesn't care, people, you need to not care. Like, do not get on your fucking high horse in your morality wagon over what someone else is doing when the person that it should be affecting isn't being affected. To me, those people are just jealous. I feel like you're just jealous because you didn't think of it. Yeah. You're jealous because you're not making the kind of money they are off something stupid like a send it to Daryl t-shirt. Like, you don't have anything going on in your life that, you can make $200,000 off of, make off a t-shirt. Like, get over it. Fucking get over it. Those people piss me off. There's so many.
Oh my God. I'm like, my brain is right now just spinning with ideas of shirts. Do you?
Hey, do it. Come up with some ideas. We need ideas. We need them. All right. Is there anything else in this episode that you can think of that like stands out to you that we haven't covered? I feel like there's still so much that I haven't covered, but yet I can't make my brain get there.
So here's the thing. Because we were coming off of being sick, it's really hard right now to fully, get my brain functioning. Like, I'm going to legit rewatch this episode.
Yes, me too.
When we get done. Just to see if there's any little things that I may have missed or I'm not remembering so I can refresh my brain. So that at the beginning of the next episode that we do to cover the next part of the Vanderpump, then we can like make a point of, touching on those topics or, whatever.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Might pop up.
Definitely go back and watch it on Peacock because there is.
I will because I want to see the unedited.
Yeah, it's good, and I'll do the same because I'm with you. I'm like, I know. I feel like there was so much more that I had in my head a couple of days ago.
We had been able to record.
Not.
Yeah.
refreshing my memory.
If we because like I'm really bad about when I'm doing my notes. Sometimes I'll like write down just keywords like blue, soda, freaking monkeys flying,
blue
and it's like
upper left.
It's like, what the fuck was that about? So it was a monkey flying drinking a blue soda, or I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not understanding this, but
funny.
So it's one of those things that my note taking is very shorthand, and I'm really not got the memory to remember what the fuck that shorthand was for.
I know, me too. It's been 5 very bad days, very, very bad days since I watched it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, hello. I mean, that's why I like straight up like put in extra orders for Home Chef and HelloFresh and all that so that I could like get I just can't even
they don't pay us, so
meal. No.
We do use your products, so feel free to send us a sponsorship deal.
Yeah, feel free, and I'll start talking about all the damn meals that I've been fucking enjoying. So I don't have to think about it. So
this is not an endorsement for HelloFresh,
no, this is not an endorsement for either one of them. But I am enjoying them, but it's not an endorsement until they want to fucking send me a check. So that's there you go, in your fucking hats, people, up your ass. I will fucking make money off something if I could.
100%.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like, especially Lola, she's a single mother. I mean, granted, she's got this show and she's got, her businesses or whatever. But at the end of the day, she's still a single mother. And we see how quickly things can be ripped from you in that industry. So why not make as much coin as you can, pocket that shit away, build it up, and hope that you continue to make money. But if you don't, at least you've got it there. Like, I am not mad at it. I am not mad at it one bit. Not one bit. Like I said, I will continue to fucking endorse that girl and stand behind her and go to bat for her all day, every day. I like her. I'm a fan. I like to say at Lala Kent whenever I'm doing it. So maybe someday she'll see it and be like, this girl has got my back. This fucking reality queen has got my back. I need to reach out to her and thank her. I would hang out with her. Hang out with her. All right. Well, I think we can close this up. We will be back tomorrow with more Wednesday.
I think that would be good to close it up because I'm over here cracking up. I don't know if you heard in the background, my phone kept going because it's like, again, certain family members push through on my phone even when I put it on silent. And I just got to quickly throw this out here. This is funny as fuck, people. The situation isn't funny because my mom had an incident happen, which I'll tell you about when we get off of here. It was scary. But because of it,
the one that you started to tell me about,
we upped the security at her house. And so she's now given access to one of my siblings to the cameras so that so I'm getting text messages here going, the eagle has left the nest. I repeat, the eagle. So I'm over here fucking dying because this sibling is now like stalking our mother. So I know play by play what my mom's doing even when I don't need to.
Oh, that is so good.
Anyway, you need to, that's why I'm over here chuckling.
Like she's doing something funny. You should text her and be like, why did you put that spoon there? You normally keep it over there.
Oh, no. My sister straight up has sat there like we had somebody over mowing for us yesterday, and she was sending me messages telling me that person needed to step up their game, that it's not break time, and it's like, dude, somebody's over mowing for free. Would you fucking leave them alone? If they want to stop and have a break, let them have a break.
Especially if you're not paying them. Hell yeah. Oh, that's good stuff.
So
all right, well, I know we're going to have some very new things coming down the pipe. We're not sure which yet. HBO Max has got, or Max as they're calling it now, has got a lot of stuff out on it that I'm like, I want to look at this. I want to look at this. I want to look at this.
Well,
so,
and
don't know what.
And I really want to cover it. Like I binge watched, you know how Netflix will put stuff out and we'll binge watch. I have binge watched the the Indian matchmaker. I love this season. I got that done. I want to talk about it.
Right.
Then also there's the Jewish matchmaker one.
Okay.
If you have not checked it out, I got sucked in. I was like, oh my goodness. Wow.
All right. I will watch those too.
It's funny.
I will watch
It's
those.
funny. Some of it's like funny. I'm like, oh damn. Okay.
I love the matchmaker though. So yes, I'm in.
Yeah, and I like covering different cultures too. And
me too.
And so
I'll tell you, when it comes to Indian, you and I, especially Indian culture, we are all about wanting to know about it.
I want to come to one of their weddings just because it looks so. Oh,
I know.
I would love it. I love the spirit of it, the beauty. Oh gosh, I want to go dance with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to wear the gorgeous clothing and I want to dance. Hey. So if one of our listeners in India, because we do have some,
we do.
Yeah. Feel free to send us an invite.
Yep. We will try and
gladly come crash your wedding.
My hips in my chair. I love it. Oh, that'd be so much fun. I want to look at the Bama Rush.
Oh yeah.
Show. I want to look into that.
I put it in the queue for Belushi Grows, man.
I started it last night.
Did you? Is it good?
I like it.
Okay, good. Because
I had never even fucking heard of it.
Then I need to binge watch that too because I want to cover that.
I started it last night. Yep.
For all of our weed heads out there, we're going to start covering one of your shows.
I like it. All right, girl. Well, let's get out of here, and we will be back tomorrow with maths, Marry Me Abroad, and then go from there.
Abroad always makes me think of a woman.
I know, me too.
Like my grandpa back in the day would call them abroad. Anyway. All right, everybody. I'm going to take my old ass off here and take my rest of my medicines. What?
I know that I don't know where everybody's listening, but we have started putting our old episodes on YouTube, just static image with, on YouTube. So if you guys are out there and you prefer YouTube, that is going to be an option from now on as well.
Yeah,
so
and make sure you do go to YouTube and listen because guess what? Subscribe, listen to us, like, share, follow, but not just that because eventually, and I'm not going to tell, I don't want to tell.
Eventually.
We're going to end up being on there before too much longer.
You'll start an episode and there will be our faces. Our actual faces.
So you need to start listening on YouTube too so that you can eventually go
they exist.
So we'll just leave it as a surprise. The only way you're gonna find out if we're visible to you is if you go and subscribe.
You gotta watch. I like it.
So
all right
everybody. Bye everybody. Bye. All right, Sarah, ramble that shit.
All right, here we go. We are now available on Patreon. For less than a cup of coffee a month, you can get bonus episodes, extended episodes, and join in on future fun events. You can follow us on all social media. We are FUKING Reality Queens on Facebook because, well, fuck Facebook. We are available on Twitter at FRQ_Amelia Sarah. We are Fucking Reality Queens on TikTok and Snapchat. You can visit us on our website at www.fuckingrealityqueens.com. You can also send us an email at podcast@fuckingrealityqueens.com. Please leave us a comment or question on our contact us page. We absolutely love receiving those. And also leave us a 5-star rating, rate, follow, review wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, Fucking Reality Queens is a Whaley production.
And that's a wrap.